Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am Trevor Simpson, and there's supposed to be, no, I'll just run it without him.
Wait, what are you doing?
No,
I wasn't ready yet.
We don't need you anyways. That's okay. I got this.
Okay, all right.
I'm
We'll see you guys later. Everyone have a good night.
Professional commentator. This is how you, I got this.
Okay, go ahead. Take it over.
Welcome back, everybody. This is the Bungled Spectacle League. Totally not plagiarized from anybody else on YouTube who's doing this kind of thing. Most recently, didn't you know? There's no DVP involved or anything like that. We don't know that guy. No.
It's the Basically Serious League.
Yes. Yep. Yeah. The Bull Shooters League.
The Bulls. Yes. That's close to saying a naughty word there. It's the Bitter Show League.
So this is match number 7 now. If I'm mathing my math correctly, this is the 7th match in the series.
7th match in the series out of 10 total.
All right, so we're getting down to the wire where things really start to shake out, and we can see who's got chances. So
who's running away with it? Who's getting run over by it?
Yeah,
or maybe both.
So
maybe both at the same time.
Right?
Yeah. Speaking of DVP, did you see his latest video he posted the other day?
I did. He's got a sponsor on there. I think is the biggest. He's got.
I'd like a sponsor, but I'd prefer like snacks or something. I don't want to give a cue away. Snacks would be perfect.
Snacks would be perfect. Yeah. Yeah.
Fred Renner, Salsa Man, sponsor my channel and give me free salsa.
Free salsa or perhaps pickled asparagus. I actually, I paid Fred to have 2 cases of pickled asparagus sent to Texas because I cannot get it in Texas anywhere, not even decent. So I brought down, when I moved down, a shipment of salsa, and I'm not quite out yet, but we decided to risk it for the biscuit with shipping some glass jars of pickled asparagus, and he did an awesome job, and worth every penny. I
got so for those of you who don't know, there's a gentleman who watches all of the Varsity Club Outer Points production streams named Fred, jars and makes his own and packages his own salsa up. He is the salsa man.
And he ridiculous amounts of it.
It's chunky. So there's big chunks of tomatoes in it, but there's also corn in it. All the normal stuff you'd expect in salsa, but I think there's carrots in it too. There's a sweetness that is not sugar. It's just like a natural, fresh sweetness, but it's not like you're just eating a raw tomato because he just cook everything down. It's really the best salsa I've ever had.
Yeah.
We try to jar the mild and the medium. I'm not really big on super spice, but the mild wasn't spicy enough for us. The medium was perfect for me. My wife said she could probably go one step hotter. And then we got the mild with pineapple, which I have not tasted yet. But then I also got a jar of the dill pickled spears and the pickled bread and butter chips. And those are both tremendous.
Yep. And I do the medium peach salsa as well. I do just a regular medium and the medium peach. I haven't tried the pineapple, but the peach is phenomenal as well.
Yeah, next time we're trying that. And I had mine. Someone delivered it from him to the Varsity Club for me, and I picked it up. So, but rumor has it, Matt K won a raffle in the Ronald McDonald House thing they did of a basket of salsa stuff, and I'm picking that up for Matt on Sunday. And
nice.
Hopefully, it makes it to Matt before I eat it all. Oops. Did I just say that?
Wait, you spoiled it. Hold on a second.
Yeah, right.
But I would bet if you messaged Fred, he could get you some salsa for you to the Varsity Club by Sunday.
Oh, yeah. We still have some. The problem I have personally is the best tortilla chips that I've ever had outside of a restaurant are from El Rey, which is a Milwaukee-based Mexican grocery store / restaurant. And they make their own chips, and they do distribute them to grocery stores, but they're so good, and everyone knows they're so good, it's really hard to get them because they always run out.
Yep.
So, but anyway, this channel is not about salsa and chips, although it could
wait
be.
A minute.
It could be. This channel is supposed to be about pool, and I'm.
Oh, that's why I took over, because it's about pool. I'm trying to be serious about this.
I may have been stalling here because of the match that's going to be played in last match, and I will put a link to the entire playlist for the BS League above. The most recent match, Pete played Matt R. Pete shot very well. Matt R did not shoot terribly, and Pete just kind of ran away with the match. So we're going to see what happens when I play Pete. I will put some scores up right now before this match starts. Through 6 matches, I have 2 points. Matt R, Matt K, Sam, and Pete all have 1 point.
Yep. And don't blink, or you'll miss Pete running out of rack.
Right. And however,
if you haven't watched the last one,
Pete has only played 1 match. This is my last one. This is my 4th match. There's only a total of 4 matches here. So we're going to get into, at the end, I'll bring up the score chart. I don't want to spoil anything that's going on. And we'll see what games and what's left and everything like that. After this match, there's only 3 left. So let's head over to the table. Let's get this thing kicked off and started. All right. We are starting here with the leg. And I have made it known, and I'm really sorry for the out of focus. I thought I had that dialed in. Maybe I fixed it after this day. But I want you to pay close attention to my leg here.
You're finally going to win one? Oh.
Ta-da!
And perfect, no less.
I decided to pick 10 ball because I've been wanting to play 10 ball. So that is a 10 ball break. You want to keep your cue ball right in the middle of the table, and the 2 balls you're trying to make are the 2 ones that go in here, and to lesser extent the 4 rail ones. So I made one of each, one of the 4 rail ones and one of the side pocket ones, and I kind of have a shot. Now you'll notice my Fargo at the time of this match was 626. Actually, at the start of the tournament was 626, and Pete is a 482. That is more than 50 points or more than 100 points, so I have to spot him 2 games in a race to 5. And I've shot Pete against Pete before. In fact, I think I said the first time I ever played him, he broke and ran on me in 8 ball. So
yes, yeah, you did mention that. So he's definitely capable as a 480.
Yeah.
He can have some swings. Giving away 2 games is not peanuts.
Giving away 2 games in a race to 5 is not easy. I don't like anything about this shot, so I'm going to try to play safe and try to leave him behind the 8 over here. Which is touchy because look how close I got to the side pocket.
Oof.
But it worked out okay.
Well executed though.
And that's what I was worried about with shooting the shot, is that I was going to scratch. Like if I would have played it back here, I think my cue ball was going right in the side pocket.
Yep. Yes. Well played. Easy enough hit, but again, he's kicking it into an open area, so not many chances for a resave. Unless he does that. There's this wild difference in pool between not many chances and it actually happening that way.
Right.
So
I'm calling this 1 rail, but I really would like to overcut this, have it go here and here, and the cue ball come up here and down somewhere. I'm okay leaving a hit. I just don't want to leave a dead end shot. And like I do on most of these shots, I overhit it. I wanted to hit this. I don't know what I'm doing there at the chalk and leaving marks on the table and all sorts of stuff, but I really wanted that to come like this, like into between the first and second diamond on this rail, and I overhit it. They actually hit the short rail.
Yeah, you caught it way thicker than what you were intending, I guess.
Speaking of not as thick as you wanted it, Pete wanted it a little bit thicker than that. I almost called him Matt. I'm sorry, Matt and Pete, for that.
Yeah.
And I think I'm pointing out where I wanted the ball to be.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it was a psychological safety because he missed. Let's see, what am I doing here? It looks like I'm coming out 2 rails to maybe here. I went all the way around.
Yeah, you're going all 3.
And I went too far. For some reason, now I'm going to say this, I'm going to miss the heck out of it. For some reason, I see these shots well.
Yeah, when the balls are this close, I do not see these well.
Right, and usually, for some reason, I didn't go all the way over. I just held it for that. For some reason, when I'm doing a stun, on those, or even a draw, I see them well. When it's more top, or I have to hit a lot of left or right spin, I don't do as well. But for some reason, I'm okay with those. Now here, I just... Oh, go ahead.
You did well there. I mean, I think your initial drawing of going around, I'm like, wow, you're going to have to pound that. So I was really thinking you were playing to the short side there.
Yeah. That one, I just needed to shoot the gap between the 8 and the 10. Don't do anything fancy. Don't try to go up and down all the way. It just... Because this, as long as I don't hit the 10 ball, I'm good. And even if I came out one rail into the 10, which I would never try to do, so I think I'm putting a little bit of inside and coming above the 10. Yeah. And even above the 8 there is good. I'm a little straight on this, but pretty sure I can just come like this.
Yeah, it should be enough. Seems like there's enough of a cut there that you can come out of that without having to uber dig at it and draw at it.
Didn't like something, so as in fact, by the time this video comes out, I'll have a video, my shooting system video that I've been teasing for 2 years now. It will finally be out. Maybe it hasn't been quite 2 years, but it's been at least one.
Looking forward to that.
Something didn't feel right, so I stood right up on it. And remember the gap I said I was going to shoot? Oh, I didn't shoot it.
Didn't find that gap very well at all.
I needed to either go way too far, all the way up here, or nowhere near. And I'm going to try to one rail kick this ball.
It's a daily shot. We try it all the time.
It kind of looked like it was.
Yeah. When it leads to that kind of a position, though, it was worth the try, because that masse led directly to really good position on this. So,
right.
Well,
and there's a system to figure that out where you measure the distance and double it and that. I go by feel. I can't figure that out. And every time I've tried it, I've missed horribly. And every time I just do it. Here, I wanted to come all the way over here, but I'm still okay.
Yep,
if we were on a 9-foot table, I'd have a reach problem, but I think I'm good here.
Yep. Should be.
I do have another extension on my cue. It's right now I play with a 3-inch. I have an 8-inch on there, but put a bunch of spin and I'm on the board. But Pete is still up 2-1 because of the...
I was going to say, yeah, you're making up the difference now.
Right.
At least.
Pete is slowly figuring the break out. He got the 1 and 8 in, and the only ball he can almost make is the 2 ball. He's sporting the Cadillac racing shirt today and the Arizona hat. He did not want to come out that far because this is a 3. Oh, he's just going to cut the paint off this one.
Yikes.
Or not.
Or dink it into the short rail.
He made a shot like that against Matt last match, which was a worst extreme cut, and he made it perfectly.
Yep.
This video is sponsored by, well, it's sponsored by me, but I'm drinking Gatorade.
I still have my good old Buc-ee's.
Oh, yeah.
I thought there's one coming to Wisconsin now. It's gotten approved.
Finally got approved for Oak Creek area.
Oak Creek, yeah, that's what I remembered. I thought, yep.
There's supposed to be another one in Verona, maybe, which is outside of Madison, kind of where you were, kind of. But I think that one's still up in the air and legal
talks, yep.
Issues and things, and
yep.
People maybe not wanting 110 gas pumps right out of their backyards. Can't imagine why.
Well, Verona would be if they go to the west side of Verona. There's a lot of farm ground out there, and with Epic being there, I'm sure that's what they're trying to cash in on, is the Epic employee population out there that has absolutely turned Verona into a metropolis when it was nothing farm town for its entire existence. So
I felt I didn't want to make that shot, so I play safe, and Pete almost slapped it in.
He just about did, yes.
So here, I mentioned the Federgore spray and the ball polisher and everything. I sprayed these or polished them like the day before this match, played on them, but it's still really, really, really slippery. But for some reason, I get in my head that I can just draw this straight back. Now, you have to have a pretty good draw stroke. and get the perfect angle to be able to come back in this line. And I don't do it. I get the draw, and I had plenty of draw on it, but instead I left it there.
Yep. You got a little more hook. It didn't draw straight back. You cut it a little more than you wanted to, and so it hooked around and came back. So
yep. So I'm calling the one rail kick. Yeah, I question whether that was even a realistic attempt, or should have been a realistic attempt.
Yeah, I mean, you had enough draw to get it back there. The line was the tough part. So yep. Yeah, and you left him natural 2-rail position to get on the 6. 2-rail to get the 6. Yep.
With the 7 hanging in front of the pocket.
Yep. And the 9 handy right by it, and the 10 close enough too. This is something you would expect him to get out of.
Yes.
Put you back down 2 games.
Right, but unlike the Ultimate Pool matches I've been playing, there's no time limit here. It's just once it gets to 5, it's done. Yeah. And this, I mean, the 9 leads right to the 10. He doesn't have to do anything special with this at all.
Nope.
It almost didn't matter what angle he was on there.
Mm-mm. No, that was kind of a tic-tac-toe out once you got on the line and stayed. It wasn't hard to stay there.
Watch how many balls go in here.
Wait a minute. Holy, 6 balls on the break?
I'll put a link up to the short where I posted this, and I actually had ding, 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 ding. Yeah, I just made 6 balls and 10 ball on the break, and of course I have no shot.
Oh, I say we were joking about Matt playing 7 ball last time because he made 3. You made 6. You're playing 4 ball, but now you have just I'm not even sure. Can you see it enough to kick at it? Maybe 1 rail.
It's a mass A kick, but look how far away the cue ball is. So
it's a reach.
I'm gonna pause this here. What I have to mass A go here and here, but it's more. You know what? I'll use the regular line tool because I more have to do like this to go around there.
Mm-hmm.
There's 2 ways to play it here. 1, a light touch, try to leave the cue ball here. 2, almost like I did the mass A in the last one, I got myself in trouble.
Yep.
Harder touch, bring myself around and out here. I'm going to play it again. Basically, I chose to do 1, and I should have done 2.
I was going to say, I would lean towards 2, honestly, I guess, personally. So
it's not too much of a mass A, it looks like, but it is a lot of spin. Yeah, look how much spin I put on it. The problem is because I put that much spin on, it just died.
Well, you caught it awful thick, I think, was what really caused that. You caught it way thicker than you were intending to. You needed to catch it thinner, and the spin will bring you around, I bet. But so hard to judge. So hard to judge.
Yeah, I'm going to pause this again because of the time, because I don't think I can draw all my options out here. Mm-hmm. It seems like this bank is pretty on. However, there's 2 issues. 1, the cue ball's going this way, so I would have to play it 3 rails around, which I've done. I've done plenty of that. The main issue, though, is that the balls are still really slippery and the rails are they slide off the rails. Yep. So banking is not only is the bank gonna not go the way I expected to, the cue ball off the rails is not gonna go how I expected to. But based on my draw off the 4-ball shot, I feel pretty confident in my draw stroke right now somehow. So I'm going to bank this here, 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 and hopefully down. And I'm going to draw the cue ball straight back. Now that may seem crazy, but looking at it now, it seems insane. But I remember how I was thinking, and at this point, that seemed natural to me. I'm almost giving myself the I guess this is what I'm going to do look. I don't have an extension left. I don't know what we're doing. Did the clock not read? The clock must have not reset or something.
Yeah, well, something funny there with the clock, but okay.
maybe, I
Or
don't
you
know.
did
Maybe,
have your extension left and then it wasn't adding correctly?
oh, you know what? Matt didn't hit reset.
Okay.
So look at this.
Wow.
I have him dead snookered behind the 8-ball. Now, I was mostly trying to just get the 7 here. But watch this. Pete in 3.5 seconds calls it in this pocket.
Oh, and gins it. Good
Kicks it
Lord.
in perfectly on the 8. He's laughing about it.
I bet you weren't laughing about it. I mean,
Right.
you're a pretty nice guy, Adam, but I don't think I'd be laughing about that. Good Lord.
So that was
That's-
Adam G. Poole's guide to making 6 balls on the break and not winning the rack.
I'm losing the rack.
And all of a sudden he's up 4-1 and he's on the hill in a race to 5.
Wow. Yeah, this
It's a
silliness
funny
like that and a handicap gets away from you in a hurry. Goodness.
right, and it's a funny situation. All of a sudden, I mean, making 6 balls on the break, we all were laughing at how they were going in because I don't think Matt could really see me because Matt's running the scoreboard back here. I don't think Matt could really see me because I was standing in front of the rack, but he just kept hearing balls pop in. It's like, what is going on here?
It's like the table sprung a leak, or you just keep your balls dropping, and you're like, "Good Lord!"
Yeah, and if you go back and look at that break, I didn't hit it very hard. That is 100% cue ball placement. Tip placement on the cue ball and how the cue ball hits the head ball on that break is how that went in.
Yep.
But now I'm like, oh crap, I really got to do something here.
Yeah, that just ratcheted up the pressure on you a lot.
Right. But things are open. And this is really kind of the key shot here, because if I can get from the 3 is going here, if I can get above the 4 straight-ish, I don't want to really be straight, I don't want to be on the rail,
Right.
but I can get a leave on the 5 to lead to the 6, the 7's there.
Like really where the end of your pinky finger is would be perfect.
I ran a little bit too far, but
Oh, you ran it. Yep.
I just need to accept that I'm going to be shooting off the rail. So I want to make sure I get enough over here that I'm not going to be able to get straight on it because the 10's in the way, but I want to get enough that I can play it and play the cue ball out off of one rail.
Right. You want to be able to have enough of it that you can play with that inside English to one rail back to the 6.
But I also don't want to I want to make sure absolutely 100% that I don't get behind this ball.
Right.
That's a real easy way to do that, or it's easy to do that because you're following. So here, if I can't play inside out, I want to put a tad of inside on it, like you said. The problem is the balls are a little more slippery. It may not take as well, but this is still okay.
Yep. Yeah, this just turns into a 3 rail around the table.
Yep. I just want to miss the 8. And I want to come out, really, if I could be where the cue ball is or a little bit over, probably here is like the best way to be.
Yep.
But even if I just put the cue ball back to where it was, I think that'd be fine.
Yep. Either of them pretty natural back to the 8 ball from the 7. Just maintain that move angle. Yeah, you're fine there.
Yeah. These I like to play 2 rails and out.
Yep.
And just, again, I'm just aiming kind of where the cue ball is, center table. You know, everyone says if you don't know where you're going to leave yourself, just pick a spot in the center table and go there.
Yep. I was just going to bring that up. Center table, generally, especially when you get down to the end of rotation racks, center table is a really good place to be usually.
Alignment looks pretty good.
Yeah, just a hair bit of like gearing outside English. Maybe a little soft, but it'll get there. Yep.
I'd rather have this than underneath it over here, though, because I don't want to be going into the 9.
Yep. Yeah, you want it to be floating from here to straight in as the furthest, really. So.
And here it's really the same shot. It's like come on to the same spot. I put a lot of spin on that, and I think I know I way overdid it.
That. Yeah, you way overhit that.
And I think
as soon as you struck it, yeah.
I think part of it was mental, that because I underhit the 7 of the 8, I needed to put a little bit more on it. This is a back cut and a 1 rail and over.
Yep, a stun back cut with a tiny bit of the left will kind of naturally happen from the cut angle. So
I don't recommend trying to hold these.
Nope.
Because that's all you need. You don't need to have it come out way out here, out here. Stupid lines. Like, obviously, here would be a much better position, but then you're trying to overamp the shot.
And you did well there. A lot of people would way overhit that, trying to come just dead straight back or come under it, and miss it, rattle it. I mean, that rattled enough as it was. So
did you see this? What does this mean?
What's that? Oh, hey.
So that was a scratch on the break from Pete, so that was my first turn to the table. Now that's a pretty good cue ball.
That's much better. Yep. That one parked nicely, but you didn't get 6 balls to fall.
Right.
What's wrong?
So in the break and run, take and run side pot, I have a commanding lead now. That was my 3rd take and run this is the 4th match. This is my last match, by the way. I have 2 break and runs and 3 take and runs. The next person is Sam, who in 2 matches has 1 break and run. So unless someone goes on a tear, I think I have that side pot just about wrapped up. Now,
seems that way.
I don't know what I'm thinking here, because from here the combo looks just easy. I know combo's easy, but if there's an easy combo, this would be it. Maybe with the cue ball
I was going to say, cue ball position afterwards would be tough because you're cutting it quite a bit. So you're going to come right back into the 4.
Instead, I decide to kick this and call it in the corner with the plan on bringing the cue ball up here for reasons. And I mean, I got the cue ball action to work the way I wanted it to, and I guess this isn't terrible. The result isn't bad, but why? Why did I do that?
Yeah, that was an interesting choice, Mr. Granatella.
I got nothing.
Yeah. Sometimes we just like to overcomplicate life every once in a while, I guess.
I mean, granted, there are times where you kick the ball when you can see it, but I didn't. Why did I do that?
Yeah, no, you. Oh, and he's going to scratch.
I know why. It was the. This is in my. It's going to be in my advanced video. It's called a delayed safety.
Yes, perfect. Yes, yeah. Betting on the other guy scratching. That's
right. Now I'm looking at this.
A valid strategy. Okay.
I think the 2. You know what? The 2 must not go. It looks like the 2 goes, but it must not, because I would never play it like this. Because I would just play the 1 and then roll it over here for the 2 all the way down. So I'm playing the 2 in the same pocket as the 1. A little bit of right spin. Just like that. That worked out better than I ever would have thought it could have worked out.
Really well. Really well. That's not as simple as you made that look.
I have butchered that shot almost every way possible.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when I heard my coach, Mark Wilson, who does AccuStats broadcasts, and he's been doing them for 30 years or whatever it's been, but one of his old broadcasts when he was younger, he said, "Have you ever heard of Efren Reyes?" And the other guy's, "Well, of course." "Have you ever heard of Buddy Hall?" "Well, of course." He goes, "I guarantee you, any player you've ever heard of, I've lost to him."
Yep.
I don't know what's going on there. My chalk. By the way, I lost a chalk into a diamond 7-foot table last night.
Yes.
Wasn't a piece to master, so it was about half used. So
I have suffered that fate as well. Into a 7-foot diamond, even.
What am I doing here? Am I drawing it up here, or am I just floating it out, or even just floating it straight down? It looks like I'm just trying to float it straight for the 5.
I like the float. I like the float here.
I need to get straight in on the 5, or straight-ish. I don't want a big angle. See, I think that's too much angle.
I don't mind this, because if you push forward through it and go a little bit above the straight in line for the 7, so you can draw toward the rail for the 8.
I think the cue ball goes like that.
Oh, you're too much. Okay,
I think
that could be.
And I think I try to compensate for it and try to hold it and just chuck it in the rail. I don't even think that cleared the side pocket before it hit the rail.
You're right, it didn't. I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. We all saw the video.
I mean, the pocket's 6 feet away, and I didn't get anywhere near close to threatening it. I mean, because the balls were slidey, it had almost looked like it might have gone in, but it had no chance.
It had no chance, yeah.
And with the way Pete's been shooting, that's a really good way to sell out the rack. Sell out the match.
Yeah, with him on the hill, sell out the match.
He's calling it in the lower right. He got really bad on this ball.
He did, yes.
And he missed. So now there's a chance.
Doesn't get too close to the rail. Okay, yep. This leads natural back to the 8, so you're in good shape here again.
I just need to not get here.
Yes, right.
And this shot has gotten me on like the varsity club table the stream table, because it's so bouncy. I don't know how to play it sometimes. Whether I try to do this and hold it. Now, even that, like on the varsity club table, I think I would have been here.
Yes. Yep. And that's one where it gets worse with that if you put a little bit of outside on it, trying to get closer in line to that.
Yeah.
You actually get more bounce off of the rail.
So here I am. So I think playing just straight top on that.
Yeah, just back and forth. Yep. It was there. It wasn't what you wanted, and you overran this a little, but. So do you try and short side on the 10?
That's a good question. The natural angle that I would shoot this at is going right into the 10. So I think I'm trying to do something other than that. Because of that, because of that, I get another weird angle.
Yeah, a little 50-yard liner again here.
Now this one I think leads better to playing up here.
Yes. Yep.
Better mostly because of the side pocket. If you play back cut, it's the side pockets in play then.
Yep.
Here, all I gotta do is stroke through it, and I really super fast on my transition.
Yeah, just stroke through it and send it straight into the rail.
That's
what we all do.
Backswing seemed okay, and I just kind of went wham and just hit it 100 miles. Now I left Pete with the short cue with a cut into
his favorite side pocket, though.
Into his favorite side pocket for the match, with both corners in play for scratches here.
Yes.
This one more than this one, I think, but both. I mean, depending on how you hit it. So he took his extension. He's taking his time, which is good to see. My fingers are going nuts over here. I'm seeing my doom. I'm looking over the score, hoping it changes somehow. Like maybe he only has 3. Maybe we're playing to 7. Maybe we're playing to 9. This is the most I've seen him like all the time put together thinking. Oh, he chose to play it here.
He chose to cut it to the corner now here, because he was much too worried about the scratch.
And nails it.
And gins it. Okay.
And because
after he made his decision, he certainly didn't sit there and overthink it. He's like, "Yep, I'm shooting it in the corner," and he gets up and shoots it. Which there are pluses to that.
Yep. So that, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of that match.
With the 2-game spot, races to 5 go quick.
2-game spot, race to 5 go quick. Yeah, especially when you miss a 10 ball. And I mean, the way I shot that second rack, I really felt like I was in good line on everything up until that 9 ball. So I thought I was in a good position to win that match, or make it more competitive than that. Unfortunately, I wasn't. But let's bring up some things here.
Well, that'll throw some interesting monkey wrenches into the scoring.
Yeah, so we have played
scores now.
two. Yeah, I'll get to that in a second. But we played two 10-ball matches, both won by Pete. We played one 9-ball match, both won by Sam, and then the 4 8-ball matches were kind of split. That's where I got my 2 wins. So I consider myself a rotation player first, and not a 8-ball player. And I won both my 8-ball matches and lost both my rotation matches.
The results would say that's a lie.
Yeah.
You're a winning 8-ball player.
And then we have this. So I don't know if this is easy to see or not. Maybe let's make this a little bit bigger and cover up my part of my face here. But here's the chart. And it's funny because DVP asked me, he's like, "Oh, that's funny. Where'd you get that chart idea?" And I'm like, you know what? It's just a round robin chart. But if you have to know, I said, "Hey, Copilot, take the BS League logo, which is right there,
yes, and
make a chart for round robin scoring using the same colors." And it gave me a really good template. And I filled in the names and the stuff like that. But if you look at this, and I'll get my... So, that's probably the wrong color for that. Good thing is I can choose colors. I will choose black. Both Matt R and I are done. We have played all 4 matches. Both Matt K and Pete have 2 matches left, and Sam. And they're all against each other. And actually, we were supposed to do those tonight, but Matt K is up at the Appleton Open playing and trying to win himself some money there. But what this means is this tournament now just blew wide open.
It just blew wide open, yeah.
Now, I haven't looked at all the scenarios, like what happens if Matt beats Sam, beats Pete, does that. There is a chance we could have a multi-way tie for the final 3 spots. Now, the rules in this thing are the top person with the most amount of points gets to the finals automatically, and then the second and third players do a play-in match, the same exact thing, although we might extend the number of games. I think I want to extend the number of games. Everyone's going to vote on it. We're going to figure out what we're going to do, but that play-in match then determines who plays in the finals, and then whoever loses the play-in match gets third place. We are giving away basically your entry fee back for third place, and then top 2 will do like a 60-40 split or 70-30 or whatever the math happens to be. I don't really want to say numbers on the air because it's everyone has put their hard-earned Monopoly money into this tournament, and the winner will pass go and collect $200. No, maybe not. But anyway, so what's going to happen here? We've also talked about what we're going to do for tiebreakers, and my first thought was we would do the 6-ball shootout like Ultimate Pool style. But we talked about it and we thought about it. I don't know if that's a good idea or not, because what happens if you need the short queue?
Right.
So then do you play the entire 6-ball shootout with the short queue? That doesn't seem right because no one's used to it. I would have an unfair advantage there because I've used it the most out of anybody. So we're still trying to decide what we're going to do. I want to almost say if we have tiebreakers, we'll do another match and do it the same way. Do another race to 5. You can't go based on like racks won because the people get spotted games don't obviously haven't won as many racks.
Well, if you want to do something, it wouldn't be novel. I mean, you could do a spot shot versus a 6-ball shootout. So then it's a set shot and you don't have short queue in the way. Or you could, if you want to be uber novel, you could pick something other than a spot shot, but pick some kind of set shot, like maybe go, the spot shot is 2 diamonds up and in the middle of the table, maybe go 2 diamonds up, 1 diamond over from the spot, and then shoot from the top corner 1 diamond over the opposite sides or something, just make it a little bit different so that it's a shot that, you may have practiced a spot shot more than the other guys, having played in potentially having to do spot shots for the KO challenge matches or something.
We could do the center
different.
The center diamond to center diamond cut shot. Like
There you go. You could play a Mighty X drill shootout.
It'll be a 4-hour-long video, and no one will make a ball with the center cut, or 8-rail kick, or something like that. But yeah, right. I did think of spot shot. I kind of like that idea too. But what we're gonna do though is I'm not gonna come up with any. We're not gonna make any decisions until everything's done, because it may turn out Pete wins both of his matches, and he's at 4. And we're going to have a tiebreaker no matter what, though, I think. And that's why DVP did his APA style scoring with the 3-2-1 points. And it makes a lot of sense. I'm like, we don't need that. It'll be fine. Apparently, the way it looks. Now, we could do 6 players for the next one. And we'll see if we can get you flown in for that. That'll be fun. And just do all of it in like 2 days, and record all the matches still, and just do it all in 2 days, and then we can release videos for 6 months afterwards if we want. But
yes,
I think there's less chance of a tiebreaker, or maybe we'll go into it with a better idea of a tiebreaker. I hate. I don't want to use the word hate, but I don't really like it when you go into something unknown and all the rules aren't set out.
Right.
I'm a big fan of indoor soccer. The Milwaukee Wave has been the longest running professional soccer team, not even indoor, outdoor, longest continuously running team in the United States, which is pretty amazing.
Absolutely.
They've only been around since 1984. I mean, there's clubs in Mexico and Europe that have been around since the 16 and 1700s, so that's a lot different. But in that league, a lot of times they didn't come up with the playoff format till halfway through the season, and that always kind of rubbed me wrong. I didn't really like that, so I didn't want to have that for this, and that's kind of why we came with the 6-ball shootout. But then my wife was the one, she's like, well, what about the walls and the short queue? And I'm like, oh, that's a good point. And then what do? Do we like the best of 3 and you take your top time? Or you get 3 attempts, take your top time, something like that. That's not going to make for a really good video for the channel, just doing a 6-ball shootout. You get a 2.5 minute video and things over. Oh, look, Pete won because he's 100 miles an hour. So we're going to figure it out. But at some point, we'll come up with something, and that'll be what we do. How's that for committed?
Yes.
Committed to the cause.
Vague and non-committal. Way to go.
At some point, something will be decided, and that's what we'll do. So,
yes. Perfect.
Until then, we don't know what we're doing, which is kind of par for the course on this channel. Trevor, I want to thank you a million times over for helping me in doing commentary on this. This is a lot of fun, as usual.
Absolutely. You bet. My pleasure. Enjoy it.
I was kind of joking, or not joking, throwing around the idea of maybe trying to live stream the finals, but I don't think that's going to work here. But I'd like to have you back for more commentary for sure. We'll just have to figure out schedules, both yours and mine, and we got to figure out the schedules of the guys playing the matches, because as of right now, we do not have a date set for the final, and the final 3 kind of have to be there at the same time because they have to play each other.
Yes.
So I'll be running the shot clock all day long, and those guys will be beating up on each other on the table, and I will crack jokes as much as I can, but you won't hear them on the channel because I don't play that audio. But anyway, thank you for all your time. Make sure you like and comment, subscribe. Now that things are wide open and it doesn't look like one person or another is going to run away with it, who's your favorite to win? Leave me a comment down below. Trevor, you're a commentator, so you can't comment on that.
Okay.
You can pick one if you want, but you can't say it out loud.
My lips are sealed. Zipped.
Right. All right. Everyone have an amazing day. Thank you again for watching this. Give me a like and subscribe. Check out all the videos in the playlist of the BS League, which if I haven't posted by now, I'm failing at my job of doing YouTube, but I will make sure it's posted. And until next time, we will see you later.
Thanks, everybody.